All right, guys, we're going to get now into game number 4 of our SC2TV.RU HotS show match between cScTuruk and Hyun on Akalon Wastes.
And as much as I didn't know whether Daybreak is a good mech map or not, I know that Akalon Waste is one of the best maps for mech. Very easy to take a third here, and very easy to take a fourth. And since I feel that Hyun is going to go for the same type of play as he did in the previous game, I really want to see exactly how he will control his offense here and where exactly he's going to try to drop and how it works out and how cScTuruk prepares for it.
Yeah, especially seeing how he was able to handle the last game. Maybe cScTuruk will switch things up a little bit. But we're going to have to see now. Spawning in the bottom left position, he's going for this turtleneck style. Finally taken out by quick roach drops in the last game. He is the Purple Terran. He is cScTuruk. And spawning in the top left position, finally went for something a little more aggressive. Was able to take a game in this series, bringing him up to a 1-2 score. So he's only down one map now. He is Quantic Gaming's Hyun.
And you're in Quantic as well, right?
Yeah, I recently got with them. Yeah, if you guys are wondering who we are, I am Quantic Nathanias. With me is Root Todd.
I'm not on Root anymore.
Oh,
just
you're not?
Todd.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I was.
I'm curious, are you familiar with Hyun? Like, have you talked to him through Quantic, or did you get to know him?
Not too much recently. I only just started working with them, so we're talking to Center a little bit, but been interesting to speak with the Koreans.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I think Hyun is a really nice guy. I used to go and practice sometimes at the TSL house, and even though he didn't speak much English, he always tried to communicate a little bit, and he's one of the more outgoing guys when you get to meet him.
You have to say a lot of Korean players I've met. You know, it's kind of a lot of people see the language barrier as being a big difference, but honestly, it's really a lot of the Korean guys are really nice. It looks like we're going to see another 1-Rax expand out of cScTuruk. This is fine. He can still mix things up going for this sort of opener, but he's going to scout. And I don't actually think he saw Hyun take a gas in his main base. So Hyun could be looking to do a little bit earlier aggression than previous games. And, Hyun's not going to do any kind of drone scouting. So what do you think he might be up to with this early gas?
Might be finally a quick roach pressure. But like I said, cScTuruk's build is very good. He gets mines pretty early on. He goes for the reactor on his factory, so he's able to get 2 mines at a time. There is a very short window during which you can do some damage to cScTuruk's build while he just has a bunker and 4 Marines, and before the first 2 mines come out. And I'm not sure if Hyun is going to be able to understand that and exploit this window if he chooses to. So for now, he's just going for 2 links, I believe, no? Oh, yeah. He has 2 links out on the map.
A really fast Roach Warren out of Hyun. I think this should be a little bit damaging. The thing is, Widow Mines do take 45 seconds to build. The reactor is only just about to start. The factory just went down, so a little bit of Roach damage could do quite a bit. I'd like to see if he goes to that early upgrade for the burrow. I know that can cause a lot of headaches with the Roach regeneration. But cScTuruk's natural is going to finish up. The Zergling's going to poke. Not going to see too much of anything. And how much damage do you think Hyun might be able to do here if he really commits to these roaches?
I don't think he's going to commit. I think he's going to get 7 or 8. And he should be able to kill maybe 5 to 8 SCVs. He just has to go for the bunker. And the bunker's hit points will keep going down. And then cScTuruk will have to repair. And then from there, Hyun he targets on the SCVs. And I think, from 5 to 8. If he can kill from 5 to 8 SCVs, this will have been worth it. And then behind this, he just drones. But right now, he's still mining from his extractor, strangely enough, and he's going for 9 roaches, 10 roaches in total.
Yeah, this it's looking like a little bit of a beefy push now. Keep in mind, we do have the first 2 Widow Mines on the way for cScTuruk. He's starting to finish up this wall a little bit, wants to position these supply depots to prevent units from getting us around on this bunker. cScTuruk does not have any watchtowers, though, so he is not going to see these roaches coming in any way. He's only going to know they're here when they arrive, and he's going to have to pull SCVs pretty quickly to deal with this. I'm curious to see, Hyun's going to want to ball his roaches up and go up for one big push to knock down this bunker. Doesn't want to stream them in, and looks like he's about to push in here. I'll have to see how much damage Hyun can do.
And we have 2 Widow Mines in position, ready to receive all of those roaches. This is going to be disastrous for Hyun. If those roaches are clumped on top of the mines, oh my god, they take so much damage. He has to pull SCVs very quickly to be able to repair. But the roaches do get in. They're going to start sniping all those SCVs. Already one of them was killed. And the mines, they're going to take a while to be able to start attacking and doing damage again using their ability. But actually the roaches, they're kind of stuck in the corner right now.
Oh, he uses cScTuruk's mine against him. All these SCVs at 5 HP. A lot of damage caused. The thing is, as you stated, those mines take a long time to become useful again. We do have a Banshee about to finish, but I think Hyun's already made this worth it. He's killed a ton of SCVs. He's weakened a bunch of them at the natural expansion, and he's gotten into the main. He also has full scouting information, so really good play here by Hyun, going for the roach aggression. And as you said, he's droning behind this, getting that lair up. And this is looking a little bit tough for cScTuruk to deal with. These Widowmine immobility so early on is really giving him a lot of trouble dealing with these roaches.
And we have 3 roaches left inside the main of cScTuruk here, trying to kill some more SCVs. He's killed 12 SCVs so far. He's going to try to get a bit more, but actually no, he's not going to be able to get any more SCVs. The worker count right now, 22 SCVs to 51 drones. And Hyun, he's going to have to make a choice now. Lair is about to finish. He can go for anything he wants. He can go for a Swarm Host push. He can go for Hydralisk Nidus. He can go for Mutus. He knows there is already mines out there. So for now, he's just going to go for roach speed as well as an evolution chamber. I really hope for him that he does not want to make this evolution chamber for his spore to defend against the Banshee, because that would be really sad if this keeps happening.
Yeah, he doesn't have any spores started yet. It looks like he might be waiting for that evolution chamber to finish. Spreading creep around his main base with the Overlord, I like that. He's going to give his queens a little more mobility to deal with the Banshee play. And in the meantime, we have Overlord speed starting as well as +1 roach attack. An Overseer is being produced, though, so he wants to make sure that there's not going to be any kind of cloak shenanigans going on here. This Banshee's going to poke towards the third base. But there is a queen there. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's going to need to bring out at least one more queen to help deal with this. And now the queen's going to move towards the natural mineral line. So Hyun, good control of his queens. He's not going to lose too much to this Banshee. And he's got another roach push headed towards the natural expansion of cScTuruk.
And the anti-mine squad is in the middle of the map. It's actually going to look for a couple Widow Mines here to maybe remove, maybe at the front of the wall of cScTuruk here.
He needs to watch out for the Widow Mines. Ooh, he's gonna lose that. Oh man, that's just one of those depressing things. Like we came out to find him, but they got us first. A little bit upsetting. He has another Overseer there. cScTuruk is going to be switching into his double armory play that we've been seeing him go for pretty much every game. He's getting his siege tanks out now. Banshee's going to poke away at these roaches. He's going to say, hey man, get away from my Widow Mines. So nice little defense there by cScTuruk, managing to catch that Overseer. But we do have the roach drops on the way now, so it looks like Hyun might be getting ready to do a lot of damage very soon.
Yeah, Hyun going for the ventral sacks as well. I feel this is the perfect choice in this game. He's getting a macro hatch this time, and I definitely think he should do 16 mineral drones in his main, 16 at the expanded, 16 at the third, and then from there, only do roaches, but he's already gone over that. He's kind of over-making drones right now, and well, actually, this is a very light way to say it. He's going over 80 drones here in a second. He's taking a force base. So I feel like Hyun is going to go for the exact same thing as in the previous game. He gets maxed at 14 minutes, he starts dropping, and he has enough economy to keep on making roaches behind this. But this time he's going to have a macro hatch.
Yeah, and you already have a bunch of Overlords prepared by the natural expansion. We have that saturated third, as you stated, the fourth base, a little bit past 75% complete. And we have a lot of roaches, 16 about to complete for Hyun. This could be him preparing to go for the killing blow. These Widow Mines are going to be able to deal a lot of damage if he pushes towards the front, but I feel if he just drops these in the main, there's nothing at all here to deal with this. No missile turrets, no mines, no tanks anywhere near close. And the fourth and fifth factories have only just finished. Oh!
Overseer is going to fall to those mines. Nice snipe. cScTuruk.
Clever use of Widow Mines. Says, hey man, your Overseer's right there. Just going to move my mines over and just burrow them. I do not believe that cScTuruk, he does not have the upgrade that allows the Widow Mines to burrow instantly. but they're of course still going to be very effective if he can get Hyun to move into them. I don't think Hyun's going to drop onto the mines, though. That would give probably the best engagement to cScTuruk, especially if the Overlords stack. The splash damage could do quite a bit to them. But now that fourth base is saturated, as you stated, a ton of drones for Hyun, and it looks like he might be getting ready to go in here and try to deal a lot of damage to cScTuruk's mech army.
And I think a very good move to do right now would be to go to the 7 o'clock position where his Overlords are for Hyun, load them up, and start dropping. He's making a lot of units right now. We have 17 roaches on the way. Tunneling claws are halfway through done. Level 2 missile attacks for his roaches are on the way as well. And he's just he's just going to pick up right in front of the third of Turuk and drop in there. There is only one tank in position, but I think Turuk is going to bring his entire army. He has to bring his mines. See, I feel this would be so much better if he had his mines with his army. But Hyun just flies by and he's going to drop in the main with his entire roach force.
Here we go. The roaches dropping, immediately taking out 2 tanks that are coming out of their factories. Turuk's going to siege up from his natural, try to peg these roaches from afar, and it looks like he's actually going to be able to do quite a bit of damage to these forces. I feel like Hyun might want to move back, try to snipe the production, get rid of the tech labs, possibly snipe the armories. We have a dropped-on supply depot, a big target for drop play, but we also have a big roach push coming in the front, busting right through those mines. 4 roaches in the natural expansion mineral line. The Overlords are running away, but these roaches have done a considerable amount of damage. Hyun up 60 supply now, but there are still a lot of tanks available for Turuk. He still hasn't lost too many SCVs after this, but Hyun's still looking very, very sharp now, taking additional bases in the top position. So this is looking pretty good for Hyun right now, I'd say.
And the Muta transition out of Hyun here, yeah, definitely in a good position. He realizes it. He goes for the 5th base. He's already making his factors there. And
just to watch out for these mines, though. With these Mutalisks, they deal a lot of damage. A couple Mutalisks already going down very quickly. Trying to snipe them with that Overseer, but all right, they're all on cooldown now, so there are a couple Vikings here, but this isn't going to be like the previous games. There aren't a lot of Vikings to deal with this. There aren't any Thors, and these Mutalisks are going to be able to do a little bit of damage. There's a missile turret here, though, so Hyun's going to need a couple more Mutalisks if he wants to try to push this, but we do have a Thor now finally in production for Turuk. Still has his 3rd base under control, so in terms of economy, he's going to be able to hang in there a little bit, but the Mutalisks are going to get these SCVs. There's no mobile anti-air that can really deal with this number of them. He has to hug the turrets, and I feel like Turuk is in a really bad place right now.
Yeah, Hyun already killing 41 SCVs. He's gonna go to work on those tanks now, and he's gonna get a Thor in a second here, but I mean, what's a Thor gonna do against this many mutas? He's just gonna get magic boxed. Yes, Hyun realizes that, and Slowlings are actually coming in. A lot of Slowlings are going to finish the game here.
It almost feels like some form of BM when you run a ton of Slowlings. There's 67 Slowlings running into Turuk's base now. Zergling speed is halfway done. He actually killed Hellions with those. There's not actually any Hellbats, so these are going to be super effective. I have to say this is a pretty depressing position to be in as a Terran player. I've been here many times. Your opponent focuses on roaches and then goes to Mutalisk so fast, but there's the GG from Turuk. Quantic Hyun brings it even 2-2.
Yes, and we're gonna have a tie in this match. This is a best of 9. Lots of game might be coming behind this. Hyun is finally gained the momentum. He's gonna look to keep it. Guys, stay right here. We're gonna have a short break, and then we'll be right back with the next game in a minute.